Okay, so with the pencil, we're going to start with a medium-sized circle close to the top, then another medium circle underneath it to make it look like it's overlapping, and then a larger one on the bottom. Then let's draw a line to show a horizon, so next to the snowman like that, or snow person. Then we're going to draw a line around the neck to make the scarf. We're going to make a rectangle shape underneath it with some little fringes. Next, we'll make some sticks for the arms and then a mitten. Just a little bump and a big bump. All right, if I'm going too fast, remember you can pause the video and then slow it down and replay it when you're ready. Okay, so added some buttons, now some eyes. I'm going to add a triangle for the carrot nose. And then a hat. Let's do a hat. You can make the hat any shape you like. You can put like a Santa Claus hat on it if you want even, or a crown, whatever you like. All right, now I'm gonna use a black marker to trace. You can use a Sharpie or even a black crayon marker. If you don't have any markers, you can use a crayon. I'm gonna color in these little black dots for the smile. I think I'm going to make the eyes bigger and put a little reflection on it, so I'm going to make a little circle and then a larger circle around it, and then I'm going to fill in that larger circle. Fill in this smile a little bit more too. Okay, so I'm going to finish tracing all of my lines, going really carefully so that way I don't have to erase anything later. I think I want the arms to be a little bit thicker, so I'm going to make a double line. So double line, and then the mitten. Don't forget to trace the horizon line. I'm also going to make a little line under the snow person to show just a little shadow. Okay, I'm going to add a background. So mine is going to be at nighttime, so I'm going to add a moon with some stars. You can make your background any way you want to. I think I'll add a flower in the hat. Why not? And some eyelashes. Just because. Okay, so now I'm going to start coloring. I'm going to use crayons. I'm going to color in the flower using this red. And a little yellow for the center. I'll use the same yellow for the stars and the moon. If you used black crayon to do all of your tracing, you might notice that there might be a little bit of smearing when you color it in with other crayons. If you are coloring with markers and you traced with a crayon marker, you might also notice that the colors are also smearing because of the black marker. If you used Sharpie, then there's probably not any smearing, so you don't have to worry about that. My orange carrot nose. Make my hat purple. Remember, if I'm going too fast, just pause the video to slow it down and so you can catch up, and then press play when you're ready. make my hat match my scarf and my mittens. All right, so I'm going to add a little bit of brown for the stick arms, like to make it look like it's branches. And now I'm going to actually use some blue. I'm going to use blue to create a shadow around the edges of my snow person. So I would like for you to also use some blue. If you have a light blue, it's probably the best. I'm using a color called cerulean. It's spelled C-E-R-U-L-E-A-N. So cerulean. Okay, so I'm going to put some around the bottom edge and then on the side edge. I'm even going to put it on top of the snow a little bit. And even under the snowman where the shadow would be. I'm coloring lightly with the blue crayon too. I'm not pressing very hard because I don't want it to be a dark blue. I want it to be just a light blue. Oh, I forgot the buttons. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to color in the sky. For the sky, I'm going to use a mixture of different kinds of blues, purples, and black. So right now I'm using a color called indigo. Indigo is like a dark bluish purple. I'm going to color it in the background. Trying my best to go around the stars and the moon and my snow person. And make sure I don't get any on the snow on the bottom of the picture either. Okay, next I'm going to use some blue to fill in some of the spaces that I left behind. So any white spaces that I left behind, I'm going to fill it in with some blue and do some overlapping on top of the indigo too. So when I'm coloring close to the edge, sometimes I like to color it vertically. So I'm going to turn my paper so that way I can color the edge. If you have something that you can put underneath, sometimes that's also helpful too. Like a messy mat if you have one at home. I don't have a messy mat at home, so I'm just going to color it like this to create a border. And that way I don't get crayon on my table. Even though I got a little bit on there, but I'll just wipe it off later. So when you're coloring, just go slow and carefully. Like I said, if I'm going too fast, you can pause the video at any time to catch up and then press play when you're ready. Okay, so now I'm going to add some swirling lines to make it look like there's a little bit of wind blowing. So I'm just using that same blue, I'm just pressing a little bit harder as I'm making it. And now I'm using the indigo, pressing hard as I draw the lines, and I'm just trying to follow the same line around it. And I might even use some purple. These lines help make it look like there's movement going on in the background. All right, so I'm almost finished. When you're finished, you can keep it at home and just post a picture on Seesaw, on your art Seesaw, or you can bring it to school next time you come to school, and we can put it in your art portfolio sketchbook. All right, I hope you had fun making yours. I'm just adding a little bit more shadow with this blue. Remember coloring lightly to make the shadow with the blue. And that's it. I hope you had fun. Ta-da!